Bonjour, je m'appelle Victor Frankenstein et je suis un Genovese. Tell me, why did you cut all these vegetables?
I am making a delicious stew later, with fish and green bananas for Mr. Sen and I.
You seem foreign. Why did you move here?
So that Mr. Sen could teach mathematics at the university.
How do you like America?
Too much happening. Everyone moving all the time. Everyone so distant. At home, all you have to do is raise your voice a tiny bit, and everybody you know and their best friend and cousin will be there to spread the news or help you make arrangements of some kind. Can you do that here?
No, I suppose not. One cannot move a mountain. So, why did you advertise as a babysitter?
I wanted something to do, someone to care for. It gets lonely, you know, in the apartment all day with only the television. In India, you are always with people. Never by yourself. Someone's always there to help you cut the vegetables or clean the bedkey. You say you worked for months by yourself. Doesn't it get lonely for you, Victor? So alone with your family, without your family? Don't you miss your father, your brothers? At home you would never miss them. They're always with you, or only some distance away. Never so far that you would have to travel more than a day to see them. With Elliot around, at least I didn't feel so alone, so by myself. I could talk to someone. I didn't have to sit alone waiting for Mr. Sen to come home.
Well, tell us about the accident.
It was horrible. So fast. I told Mr. Sen I hate driving. I don't want to do it anymore. But Mr. Sen was at the university and I had to get fish for dinner, and I thought with Elliot there, perhaps I could try. Perhaps I would be able to drive. I had been learning. At home, you know, we have a driver. There is no need to learn by yourself. But the seller at the fish market was so nice to hold the fish, and I was going to make a very tasty stew. But I turned too quickly, and oh, it was horrible. We hit a telephone pole.
Do you think you will drive again?
No. I hate it. Anyway, there is no need. Mr. Sen can drive. I won't get in that seat again. No more of that road with all those cars moving so fast. I can't stand it. And poor Elliot. I must have frightened him. It was so horrible.
You have the skill of a certain hand. But tell me, must you cut these legumes now?
It calms me, helps me concentrate. It reminds me of home. Don't you have habits that remind you of home, Victor? Is there something to keep you happy when you are so far? It is so lonely in this country, so far away from our homes, where people do not even know the names of their neighbors. In the apartment, I am alone. I have nothing to do but prepare dinners, feasts for only 2. Stews full with too many vegetables because there is no one to eat them all. I cook because it gives me a purpose in such a lonely country. The food is familiar to me. It is my family in a place where I have no one but Mr. Sen.
As a young child, my passions for the natural sciences drove me mad with ardor. My studies are passion enough for me. I went to pursue my studies in Ingolstadt after being enlightened by the works of a esteemed philosopher, Cornelius Agrippa. Occupied with discovering new things, I went after philosophers instead of the respected scientists of the time. I made a discovery so powerful and so revolutionary that changed my views of the world.
Please, sit down over there. Stay away from the knife while I'm cutting.
Really, remember, do not give shame to our family.
Family is very important. You are very fortunate to have a caring father. Would you like a snack?
Humbly, are you ready for your interview?
I will join my daughter in her interview.
Humbly, would you like to touch up your makeup?
No thanks. Sir.
Kambili, remember that modesty is the utmost importance.
Follow me. Humbly, how are you this glorious morning?
I'm fine, thanks.
Glorious world. How did your home life influence this?
School. I go straight to school, and when that's over, Kevin picks me up. I go home and I study according to Papa's schedule.
Oh, but you didn't touch upon your home life. Why is that?
My family's fine. We're one big happy family. It must have slipped my mind. Forgive me.
Humbly, I see here that your endeavors in your studies have proven fruitful. Why is being number one so important for you?
Because it'll make Papa happy.
Does it make you happy?
Yes.
So?
Oh, nothing. I'm just nervous. May I be excused, please?
Let this gracious gentleman continue with this interview. Do not waste his time away. We must stay on schedule.
Who is your biggest influence, Kamali?
Papa.
Why is that?
Because Papa is an honest man, and he cares for his family and others.
The Ardor religion in your family is unprecedented, correct?
I found solace in my religion, and I wish to guide my family and other godless men toward God.
Yes.
Are you an avid participant in your religion? Would you judge someone who is not of your faith?
I think I'm a good Christian. I pray every day and I read the Bible. We follow Papa's example. If you're not a believer, then you're a sinner and you'll go to hell. Papa does not like such people.
Would you interact with wayward people?
No. My Papa Nuku was a heathen, and we could only spend 15 minutes a year with him because Papa said Papa Nuku was a heathen.
What passion! We'll be right back after the break. Don't go away.
Kambili, come here. Pride is a sin. You have disappointed me.
Your family is so kind. Back in India, my family was so close that when we had a wedding, for example, we would all sit together and chop vegetables and gossip all night. You could never get any sleep.
My agonies have become twofold. I cannot keep this facade any longer. The agony of maintaining my composure throughout these interviews cannot assuage my guilt, which is ripping apart my insides. Their lives and philosophies so different from my own forced me to see beyond myself. How naive I was. Why did I create a creature? My ardor for my studies led me to this occupation of an inquisitive host. But I fear that I will be unable to continue.
I saw the pain inflicted upon you by thy father. I have felt the pain of the fires of the dark underworld. I have passed between life and death. And yet, small one, I feel sympathy for thee. Does it hurt? Does it hurt for you to find pain from one that you love?
No, for I know that Papa is doing what's best for me.
Thy father? Ha! Thy father is no better than my creator. He berates you for wrong. Like the mysteries of fire, you still have much to learn. It is like you're walking in a paradise that is lost. Like you're walking in a desert without water given to you. That is pain. That is misery. That is man. Although I do not have many more years than you, I know that man is a cruel person.
Sir, where do you come from?
I came from the depths of the ground, and the force that runs through my veins is not of this world, as you might say.
But God is your creator.
No! You say God is the creator of man? But my creator is that fiend in the other chamber. I am not a man, I am a creature. But my creator calls me a fiend, a villain, a devil.
Fiend? What is a fiend?
A fiend is a person without heart, without love, without emotion.
So he is godless?
How can such a person exist? Do they not suffer?
He does. I have made him suffer, and I will continue to make him suffer until he creates a mate. The details of my birth are known to him, and him alone. But my creator does not know me. He perceives me as a monstrosity and abomination upon this earth.
It is sad to see one so alone. At home, no one is alone as you are.
Thou dost not know of my pain, of the pain my accursed creator gave me.
I have returned. We shall continue our interview with Eugene. Eugene, how do you feel about your Amnesty Award?
I am humbled about this award, and I thank God for it.
How did you become the man you are today?
I was brought up by a godless man in the Igbo's. After the Christian missionaries came, I left those godless men and converted to Christianity. God helped me secure my business, gain control of family affairs, and become the provider for my people.
Who is this godless man you speak of? Would it be Kambili's Papa Nuwuku?
I do not speak of non-believers.
Why is that?
I don't want to comment on that. Please move on to the next question.
And how would you comment on someone who strays from the fold?
That man is a heathen.
How big of an influence does religion have on you?
My religion is my life. Have you been enlightened by Christianity as well?
I myself have uncovered a secret that elevates me beyond religion.
Religion is the epitome of man.
But with religion, one worships an omniscient deity that does not manifest itself. So how does one know God exists?
God brings light to every individual and guides them to the righteous path. He is the supreme being, and there is no other. How can you doubt the existence of the being that created us all? Forgive me. Please continue with your questions.
I believe we have enough for now. Let us take a break and refresh ourselves before we continue. Now we are back from the break. Eugene, what values do you instill in your children?
My children must be clean of mistakes. They must always come on top in their studies and our religion. If they do not come first, it is because they choose to.
The news stated that there was a prominent Nigerian editor killed recently. I believe his name was Ade Coker. How do you feel about that?
Ade was a good and trustworthy friend and advisor. He will be missed. May we take a break?
I feel that's enough for now.
Are you trying to destroy all that I have worked for?
No, Eugene. I'm only trying to understand how you handle trying times. Although I do not believe in God, as do many in this room, I still have a grasp on humanity.
Accursed creator, why did thou want to create me? What need was there for me to live?
Who is this heathen? He is a lost cause, for he is not a creature of God.
Papa, he's a nice person.
Thou art a funny man. After I was born from my artificial womb, my creator left me, and I learnt about man. Man! Thou art an interesting race. You claim to love thy children, but that Frankenstein, he has abandoned me.
There is no other creator than God. We are all treated right and given a fair chance. When you become Christian, you have a choice to obey God or become a non-believer.
Accursed creature, why are you here?
So that they will know me, understand me. So that I know that they know that I can exist.
That will never happen, for you're a cancer upon society. Ah!